Give me some of that funk, give me some of that soul, give me some of that hip-hop with the mind control. Check it out. The lonely man in the crowded room stares at all the faces that surround him in his radius, nods in recognition to the ones that seem familiar. Acquaintance could have made sense, can relate to their expressions. Blank eyeball shifting sockets, stares into their pupils, but he distracts his own reflection in their contact lenses, finds his own hidden expression and doesn't recognize it in the distorted social mass, hiding the truth between the ears of personal vanity, hopes, and fears. The lonely man in the crowded room has some means communication, a cell phone strapped to his belt loop, a headphone plugged in his ear, a pager in his bubble vest, a modem that feeds on muddled text but can't express what he wants to say, what he wants to say in an honest way. During the week he tries to work in his car, his mobile bubble looks at the other mobile bubbles, separate worlds on the highway, so close to intersections yet so separate, with digitally locked doors and complete bliss are mobile bubbles, tinted windows to hide our troubles. The lonely man in the crowded room gets cabin fever. One thought, there's a lonely woman in the world, he's gonna meet her. Goes to the liquor store to purchase, doesn't dawdle, gonna have a glass of wine, but it turns into a bottle. Berries that got pits crushed into juice in his goblet, stumbling the streets like shadowed figures who rob kids, wanders by a local tavern, senses inside a musical gathering, curiosity draws him through the door, greeted by a powerful rhythmic roar of a 16-valve bagpipe. Drink at the bar he grabbed tight and threw it on back, threw it his back, special concoction they ruined the back, had no recollection of the rest of the night, impressed with the sight of a dozen well-dressed prostitutes, highest skirts with glossy boots, try to conversate but they can tell he's broke, king of the scrubs, type of girl you bring to the clubs, end of her career clearance sale, take a look, fear it's stale, negotiable ass, linger by the quick and easy, rent a cops with a slick and greasy, hands on the nightstick, billy club silly pud with an ego improportionate, belly full of fried bread, beat another innocent Mother Mary, she cried. The lonely man in the crowded city gets homesickness, doesn't understand what he witnessed, runs right back to his hole with a quickness, people disregard him like his loneliness is contagious, he's humble, minds his business. He wears his sweatpants to the supermarket, he's a front page headline, scanning the manner of a laid-back consumer, in his brain there was a sad void before absorbed a tabloid, now he's a merry swinger, watching Jerry Springer, pointing his hairy finger at his guest. I suffer from a bad case of loneliness, personal homeliness on my own like a leper, chronic hooded sweatshirt baby stepper, I'm gonna break it down to explain the pros and cons, how close I've gone with the sun that shows it dawn. The lonely man in the crowded room knows no fear, walking the streets grinning ear to ear, doesn't need no protection cause he has no connection with the outside world except the land of his own. The lonely man in the crowded room knows no pain, doesn't have hate or love to distract his brain, one course to point A, one course to point B, stumbling through his life never wondering what the point be. The lonely man in the crowded room don't know no better, never checks his mailbox for a letter, no correspondence in a broad sense as far as he can see, the only man ain't original, he's you, he's her, he's me, he's free.